Good morning from the beautiful Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So I decided to try doing this video in the car after seeing a lot of people doing their videos in the car. I realized it's actually a great place for several reasons. One is that you have this windshield where light filters through and gives you this nice round kind of light box lighting effect. The second thing is the sound, especially if you like a nicer premium car. The inside is extremely quiet. They already put all the insulation in here, so the microphone, the sound will be much clearer. Okay, so today isn't about lighting lessons or sound lessons. I'm not qualified to speak on that. What I feel I'm qualified to speak on is generally about careers and politics and business, because this is where things I focus my mind on and I paid a lot of attention to. Yesterday I made a video about Malaysia Boleh. So in that video I explained to you why, outwardly it seems like developing countries have inefficient, cumbersome, difficult governments, regulations to deal with. But in effect, what it does is make the country more chilled. And if you appreciate it, you understand the same things that slow a country down is the things that makes a country more livable in a certain extent. So today I'm going to talk about on a more individual level, right? So I came to Malaysia, and the reason behind it is the same reasons that you may consider coming to a country that's developing. In countries like like Malaysia, there are a lot of nice people who just want to be liked and get along. But it's very difficult to find effective, driven, knowledgeable people. So if you're one of those people, you can come here and in a very short time establish yourself, either in a workplace or in your own business, depending on what you like to do. Versus let's say places like San Francisco, Shanghai, Hong Kong, Singapore, New York, where if you're driven, knowledgeable, so what? So many people are that way. you have a much harder time to stand out, to really get noticed and advance in your career, because there's so much competition that grinds you down. That's why I picked Malaysia, because at least in my eyes, I am capable, I'm effective, I am knowledgeable, and I want to go to a place where these things are lacking, right? So these things are lacking. You don't want to go to a place where these things are in abundance. I did that. I went to San Francisco. I lived in San Francisco, LA, Miami, Shanghai. It's horrible. It's dogfight every day. And they're way more capable. You think whatever degree of capability you think you have, there are way more capable people out there, because they have a network, they have better brains, they have better education, they have better habits, whatever, etc., etc. So I'm okay, I'm good, but I'm not great. So I need to go to a place where I appear to be great compared to my competition. So when's Malaysia not good for someone? I would say that Malaysia and many developing countries in this group is not good for if you are just trying to get by in life, because the wage here is relatively low for workers. It's very high for business owners, but it's very low for workers. Labor is cheap in these countries, right? And you know that. Everyone knows that. So if you're just a laborer, right, you're selling your time as an office admin or as accountant or whatever professional, low-level professional, you're not going to be valued very much. You can take these skills, you go to a developed world, you get paid a lot better. So I would say that middle class, if you want for a middle class job and you're not overly pushing ambitious, you can make more money in developed world. Are you going to be happier? Probably not. You'll probably still be happier in Malaysia, because this is where your family, where your childhood friends, where your network, or where you're comfortable with, where you what you know the system here. You know, I know people here in Malaysia that go to Australia, go to Singapore, go to UK, and they regret it, and with a short time they come back, because we realize that when you land these places, you will face many difficulties, because you're an outsider, because you're a foreigner. And you're going to have to face these difficulties alone, because you don't have the family structure, the network, and so forth to support you. So choose carefully. But if you're a very individual, you're a loner, you don't really care about all the family, all this stuff, you just you go to work, you make a salary, and you go home, and you do your thing. You're a simple little person. Maybe New York, San Francisco, Shanghai, Singapore, Hong Kong might be a good choice for you. Because, it's just alright. You just want to get by. And you don't think too much about all the big questions in life. And you just want to be a comfortable little cog in the wheel. And those places are worth considering. So, that's kind of like my idea of developing world versus developed world. You kind of have to see who you are, have a good understanding of who you are, and assess yourself honestly, openly. And once you understand what you want, then you pick a place where your personality type, who you are, is more rare. That is the best way to look at the situation. Alright, that's it for today.